Welcome to Asper News This Week. I'm Terry Stiles, and joining me again this week is Jim Hughes. Say hi, Jim.
Hi, I'm Jim Hughes via Zoom, our friends this week on Oxford News This Week. Road construction is in full swing. Communities are waiting to assist the firefighters, and the local ladies are making a big difference. This comes to you all this week on Oxford News This Week.
Road construction update. Pavement is completely removed at the Drainer Road intersection, and traffic both ways is being detoured. Southbound traffic can still make a right-hand turn onto West Drainer. The intersection closure at East Drainer is expected to last until Memorial Day. Storm sewer and water main works is started and expected to be completed by the end of the week on northbound 24.
In other areas around Oxford, the patching on North Glaspie, skip patching, I should say, Glaspie was done last week, and crews will be restriping and adding a center turn lane prior to the main detour going into effect. To complete the Glaspie project, crews will be on mill to resurface as the last time Glaspie was ever upgraded or touched some 20 years ago.
Work downtown has started with the removal of light poles. They will be refurbished and reinstalled at a later date. Concerns about lighting in the downtown area is being addressed by the village manager, Joe Medor, and MDOT.
Letters to the downtown business owners went out last week to update them on the vibration monitoring schedule. The village is collecting current contact information from businesses to help in the scheduling of appointments. The vibration monitoring will end on the week of May 11th. If you're one of the businesses to be monitored, you need to send your name, business name, address, email, and best number to be contacted to this communications@thevillageofoxford.org. Once again, that's communication@thevillageofoxford.org.
In an effort to address residents' increased traffic and speeding complaints in the Red Barn subdivision because of the M24 construction, Oxford Township has asked MDOT to place a radar speed trailer in the sub temporarily. Motorists who use public residential streets to avoid construction are strongly encouraged to be respectful of the residents' comfort and safety. You are reminded not to go over the speed limit, watch for pedestrians, and most importantly, children at play. Stop signs are there for a reason. Come to a complete stop. This is their home being inundated by an exorbitant increase in traffic in their neighborhood. The same goes for motorists who will be using the Gillespie Street detour. And as always, when there's road construction projects, the Oakland County Sheriff Office will have extra patrols in the area.
Township households have responded to the 2020 census in a friendly competition with our neighbors to the south. We're in Lake Orion by 0.3%. It would take as much for us to pull ahead, but we can do it without you. It is an easy process that you can be done in minutes. It will be a benefit to our community financially. Our federal government funding dollars depend on the 2020 census number, so please do your part. You can log on to that website, my2020census.gov, or you can contact the census at 844-330-2020. Answer very few questions in order to help out your community. I believe it's 9 questions you have to answer.
Yeah, pretty easy one. The Asper Township Building Department is open for business with a temporary inspection schedule starting May 11th. Tuesdays are open for grading, soil erosion, mechanical, electrical, and plumbing inspections. Only Thursday is open for building and zoning inspections. Although the building department is operating, the town hall remains closed to the public. All inspections requested must be made by phone at 248-628-9787, extension 150, before 3 p.m. Please include the permit number, address, lockbox code, level of inspection, and phone number. The township is accepting permit applications via email, which is LLOWE@oxfordtownship.org. Mail and drop box is at the employee entrance at the south side of the building. Permit applications can be found online at oxfordtownship.org/permits-forms/permits. The township asks that when you submit the application, include a copy of the check. Original checks should be placed in the drop box. Jim?
Thank you, Terry. Hats off to Alicia Waddell of Oxford Township and Brooke Simmons of Orion Township for their willingness to serve others from neighbors to strangers. These young ladies are making a big difference by feeding folds in the need during, of course, our COVID pandemic. The pair are founders of the House of Hope Ministry, a nonprofit organization aiming at families living in mobile or manufactured home communities by offering resources such as youth groups, community events, tutoring, food, and clothing. Between March 13th and April 13th, their organization served well over 100 lunches a day to residents of Parkhurst, Lake Villa, and Orion Lake Estates. Currently on Mondays, the organization delivers food boxes filled with perishable and non-perishable food items to 31 households with a total of 139 adults and children benefiting. The ladies will say they continue to the deliveries until the stay-home order has been lifted. For their information about House of Hope Ministry or how you can donate to help out the great cause, another website for you to jot down here. You got to keep that pen and paper here. Yeah. House of Hope Ministry, one word. That's House of Hope Ministry, one word.org. Or you can check them out. They have a Facebook page as well at House of Hope Ministry, Inc. And again, if you have a problem with any of the websites, I'm sure if you contact the studio, we'll be able to pass that along. Again, great organization there. We wish them well in their endeavors in helping out the needy in this community.
Couple good girls. Due to the COVID pandemic, Meals on Wheels is expanding its program, according to an email received by the Oxford Township. The Older Persons Commission in Rochester prepares and distributes Meals on Wheels, and according to their executive director, Renee Courtwright, the center received additional funding for the meals. Courtwright said the additional funding are to reach older adults over the age of 60, along with their family members who are even under 60, living in the same home. These individuals should not normally qualify for Meals on Wheels program, but due to the pandemic, they're unable to navigate grocery shopping or maybe even caring for grandchildren. This particular program ends June 30th, 2020. Meals on Wheels can be reached. You must call them at 248-608-0264 to sign up. Jamie?
Last week, Brandon, Orion, and Addison on Metamora, Oakland Township, and Independence were asked to stand in as the Oxford firefighters battled the field fire that was marching toward the large home on Seymour Lake Road near Dunlop Road. The winds were up to 25 miles an hour that encouraged the fire to spread rapidly into the woods and into the swamp area, multiple areas. Due to the challenges of the area, a box alarm was issued by the department in which all 6 other fire departments gather themselves, make themselves available. The fire is believed to have been started by an illegal burn, which burned nearly 4 acres. No injuries were reported. That is the good news on that. Terry?
Yeah, that's really nice that they that all these other fire departments were ready to help. Several months back, OCTV had a special guest, Ginger Gwendon, on to talk about the giving basket assembled due to the generosity of Oxford business owners. The basket, full of $5,000 worth of donations, was raffled, easy for me to say, to help in the fight against lupus. Well, there's finally a winner of that terrific basket, and here's Ginger to tell us of the nice surprise that basket brought.
Hi, I'm Virginia Gwendon, and I'm here on behalf of the Michigan Lupus Foundation. And this is our Shop Oxford basket, the one we've been trying to get those tickets sold for. And we did it. We did it. We sold the tickets. So now we have a winner. and I'm off to deliver this package. And I have to tell you, I really want to thank the Oxford businesses. Our local businesses did a wonderful job. I didn't get turned down. They gave what they could. We ended up with over $5,000 worth in this basket. And I can't thank you enough from the bottom of my heart. I am a lupus patient, so this means a lot to me. It's never skipped a generation in my family. And now I'm off to deliver this to a family who has also lost someone from lupus. So this really does mean a lot to them too. They were crying when I called them yesterday on the phone, and I'm really excited. So thank you so much again. We do really appreciate this. This is going to go so far in helping the Lupus Foundation with patients who need medicines and research and having our symposiums, all of this kind of stuff, everything. So thumbs up, Oxford. You did it. Let's knock out lupus.
Thanks, Ginger. That's a feel-good story we can all appreciate, and thanks to the Oxford business owners for your generous spirit. Jim?
Oh, yeah. Thanks, Ginger. What a feel-good story. Good stuff in there.
Yeah.
I'm always, I think a lot of great things going on. You're seeing the generosity coming out of people, and another kudos to Ginger. We're going to salute her via Zoom. Well, the Oxford Library is able to open up again, and that's a benefit to a lot of us. There will be a familiar face we are going to once the Oxford Library is open again, there will be one familiar face that we're going to miss. That's Sandy Gilmore. Heel of Adult Services Department has decided to retire after 10 years at the library. While the staff were not able to celebrate her retirement, which, you got to be sad about that, they did contribute memories to her scrapbook that made her take her new home in Florida. Best of luck to you, Sandy, and thank you for your kindness to OCTV. Once again, Sandy Gilmore retiring from the Oxford Library, and I know she helped a lot of people out over there. We want to pass a winning retirement salute to her.
Yeah, she's been pretty generous to us, too.
Very local COVID update. Oh, am I doing the update? Okay.
I'm sorry, I think that's my story, but you can have it if you want.
You're going to give it to me? Okay, let's do it. Okay.
Sure.
And the local COVID update, according to the Oakland County COVID website, at the end of last week, Oxford Township had a total of 67 cases with 1 death reported. Orion had a total of 134 cases. There were 8 deaths involved there. Addison had 7 cases and 0 deaths. And Brandon had a total of 26 cases with 0 deaths. The website claims the data is not a complete picture of the community exposure since it only reflects the test results. Testing capacity has been limited to date. All parts of the county should be strictly adhere to the stay-at-home order and practice all safety guidelines needing to essential businesses. The map is updated in evenings and the data is received. Again, basically stating that there's probably way more than we are being able to report. Charter Township Oxford, due to the COVID-19 pandemic, Meals on Wheels is expanding its program according to the email, according to the Oxford Township. Once again, I think we mentioned that just a bit earlier in our broadcast, but I tell you, Terry, you got to thank everybody out there doing the extra mile and helping out during this unprecedented times.
I agree. I totally agree. And we're doing our part too. As you can see, Jamie's doing Jim's news from home, and I'm doing mine from my office. Sorry, Jim. And we're really grateful that you join us every week. Thank you for watching Oxford News This Week, where we bring your news closer to home. You can catch us on our website, which is occtv.org. You can catch us on YouTube and Facebook, and they're both Oxford Community Television, YouTube and Facebook, etc., or on Charter Channel 191 and AT&T Channel 99. There's these programs and more. We are rerunning some programs. Next week, we will start with the children's Read Me a Story program again. Pat Mueller will be joining us out in the park, and we will be social distancing, and she's going to record Read Me a Story, because it's really important right now, Jim, for the kids to be entertained and know that locally we're here.
Can the adults take part in the story time? I'm gonna dial into. I like to hear stories. I'm sorry. I have to.
And she's a good storyteller.
I'm tired of the network TV. I need stories.
Well, and Pat Mueller's the one to bring them to you. She knows how to do it. She's an experienced teacher, retired from the Oxford school system. So we're glad to have her on board. And also River does some reporting too.
Oh, there you go. As I say, the station doing its best to operate in these challenging times. And you know what? Obviously, the stories you're getting from us is not what you get nationally. It's all local. That's kind of what we're tying into this. And one of the reasons I decided that I wanted to come back and do this, we got to do something. There's people out there helping with meals. There's people, the first line workers. And this is a great information source to you at home. You get to see some of our inside houses and been trying to recreate sets and stuff like that. But I'm going to tell you, Terry, thanks for another week here. We'll be dialed in again next week. I'm Jim Hughes. Once again, it's great to be here on OCTV. I'll let you finish it all up.
I'm Terry Stiles, and thanks for watching, and thanks for joining me, Jim.